If you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch that you won't. Thanks very much for watching the video that we made concerning how BodyBreak got started. And you had some great questions, but one of the questions that you constantly asked was, oh, how did you not give up? How did you stay positive throughout it and obviously not get mad? Well, I watched my parents, an interracial couple that got married in 1955, and they never gave up. They had to work through an awful lot, a lot more than I had to when I grew up. And they kept working through it and having to plow through it. So they came to the attitude that, yeah, you don't give up. And they told me, they said, you know what? You can always do something. You can do anything that you want to do in life. You'll be able to get through it. So I had great role models in my parents, but they also told me that I was special, that I could do anything in life. And also, when we're starting BodyBreak, is Joanne believed in me and I believed in her. So it was really having someone there to support you every stretch of the way. And that's where, when I came back and I told her about things, she would say, we can do it. So she was great motivation for me throughout the whole thing. And I hope you at home think about that. Think about the people in your life. Like I had friends, Chris Wintle and Richard Owen, two great buddies of mine. When I was telling them about the idea back in 1988 of BodyBreak, they told me, you know what? That's a great idea. They weren't quite sure what it was about, but they were telling me, hey, you can do it. I know that's a great idea. So find people around in your life that are going to put you in a right direction. They're going to support your ideas, support the things that you want to do. And, of course, my dad, I told him, and he says, oh, yeah, it's going to be success. It's going to be a blowout. No problem at all. And I knew my dad really wasn't sure what I was doing, but he told me that I could do it. So I needed that push. And because also what I did is I really took negative people and shifted them out of my life at that point in time. I knew who they were. There are people that, well, have you looked at this, or give me the downside of things. And so I didn't talk to them, some of them for over a year, until BodyBreak got started. And so those are the things, kind of what I did in that process. But one of the things I also did, I got a poem from my grandmother when I was a young kid. And that poem really shaped the way I thought my entire life. Whenever I felt down, whenever I felt that I needed a little support, a little help, I read that poem. I had that poem in my room when I was a kid. I had it at university. I had it in my first job. I have it on my desk today. And whenever I felt down, whenever I'd come back from trying to sell BodyBreak and I heard no, I would read the poem, and I would constantly read it all the time because it really made me feel much stronger. It's by Wintle. And was done in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's called The Man Who Thinks He Can. If you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch that you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world you'll find, success begins with one's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can win that prize. Because you see, life's battles don't always go to the strongest or fastest one. But sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks they can.